What's up guys, Barney here. Wanted to just make a video talking about how Yu-Gi-Oh players love motherfucking drama. I'm not going to make any comments to anything in spite of things that have happened in this community in the past, nor anything else. I just wanted to talk about how we all love drama, and it's absolutely amazing. Much like any gaming fucking community out there, we tend to feed off of those that a lot of people tend to view as necessarily lesser, or it could be the reverse of the little guys deciding to punch the big bully in the face on some days. And it's all about perception. And I think a lot of things that tend to happen in communities like this, like, oh my god, someone's getting called out for something, or oh my god, someone's getting called out for cheating at a YCS, or things that certain people have said in the past arise. And these are all things that, even people that have scammed in the past, stories about things like this tend to come up every once in a while. And yeah, you might have fucked up in the past. You might have, cucked a few people or some other things, but it's all about perception to those people. Yeah, it sucks if some of your deep dark secrets come out, or if you were fucking stupid enough to say something that you shouldn't have said, or if you were stupid enough to, punch the bully in the face and you're not expecting it to swirly in the bathroom, some things in this video might not pertain to the newer generation. Those of you that might be 16, 17, you guys won't understand high school level drama. And it's like, oh my god, he's fucking her. Oh my god, he got a blowy on the bleachers during the fucking, school ceremonies. Like, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, this is all stupid fucking shit. Like, I just wanted to make this video and just make the simple point of, this is all relative to penis size. Alright? Just because you think you have a bigger penis, and you're going to go out fighting people to show off that you have a bigger penis, doesn't mean that you have a bigger penis. Your penis is like this, and you're trying to show yourself off. And that's how I've always felt about all drama, to be completely honest with you guys. It always just feels like a cock measuring contest. Someone's trying to fucking show off that they're superior. I've been involved in drama before. Everyone's involved with drama. The best fucking thing to do, if you're involved with drama, is just to fucking shut up and just never say anything. Now, how does this pertain to Yu-Gi-Oh? Everyone, and I'm not going to say that every person watching my videos is a complete and utter moron, or you're too young to understand this, but much like relationships in life, you have to understand that when you're dating people come with luggage, or baggage, is probably the correct term for this. And it's the same thing when, actually you can tie this into gameplay as well. Every person has a different way of viewing something. This also ties back into what I said earlier about the perception of drama, looking from the outside in, as opposed to the people that are on the inside looking out. Same thing applies, one back here, to relationships. And these are all just life lessons that you can learn. But you have to remember that every person has different experiences in their life. All of these experiences shape the person you are. You could be a complete and utter fucking fuck when you're in high school. And, I'm not gonna lie to you, I met a lot of old people that I went to school with throughout the course of time. They used to be real fucking assholes. Some of them, not so much anymore. People tend to grow up. And that says a lot about a lot of the drama that has been caused by a lot of people in this community. Even through the past, like, a lot of those people, I've seen them 2 or 3 years later. They're like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. You see some of the stupid shit that can get Yu-Gi-Oh players banned from events. And I think a lot of these players, it's really just an act of immaturity, necessarily. They want their little time in the sunlight, They're like, I want to do this. I want to be in the spotlight. I want to fucking do this. And, grandpa ass looking MCOL 40 here in a fucking Barney shirt, just got done taking a shower here, tell you guys that if some old dudes are causing dramas on the internet, they're having a cock measuring contest. If some young people are trying to, fist out their drama. Well, 9 times out of 10, someone's sleeping with someone that they shouldn't have, and some shit's going down, because this is high school level drama. It's all, later on you're going to be like, God damn, I was having a big cock measuring contest. Now, once again, what does this have to do with Yu-Gi-Oh? This is one of those videos that I feel is appropriate to remind you guys that we're all human at the end of the day. And you shouldn't find yourself necessarily tied up with other people's laundry. And it's sometimes people like reading about it. I mean, I'm not going to say that I haven't read up on some stupid shit or asked some questions about some old stupid shit. You know, we all tend to do it. We're all guilty of it. We've all done it. For the sake of the betterment of the argument, if some shit goes down, address it in private. Take care of it. You know, if someone wants to have a cock measuring contest with you, unfortunately, the one downside of it is, you know, they're going to keep blasting you in a little bit, and then they'll get tired. The best thing about all drama is, just like dank memes, they all become old, and then eventually they become good again. So it's kind of like all fads. Everything just falls out of favor. So everything does have a waiting period. I think a lot of things that a lot of this community tends to forget is things kind of tend to go, just as the seasons change. Nothing lasts forever, except for me being a Yu-Gi tuber. I'm old as fuck and I'm still doing this. I just definitely enjoy talking about the situations that arise in these communities. And I felt that it was necessarily to make a video to remind people that we're all human. We all want to hear about drama. We all want to hear about drama. You know, those of us that aren't involved in drama, those of us that have a small penis, you know, we want to read about other people's problems to make our penis a bigger penis. And it's definitely important to remember that other people's affairs, other things people are doing, they're not all directly important or related to you in the long run. And who gives a fuck anymore these days if certain things happen? No, cool, you read about it and you move the fuck on. You know, it's one of the reasons why I'm so passive in Zodiac about deleting things, is because everything comes and goes. If someone is saying something that's fucking stupid, then I'll let them say something stupid. No, I don't want to necessarily block freedom of speech. Now, if it's something that's requested to be removed by people that it pertains to, then we do something about it. And a lot of people can consider that double standard. I don't really give a fuck. It's how I run the system. It's how I feel about the situations. It's how I tend to want to handle things, even in my own life. You know, it's only a problem to me if it's a problem for the person that it's being brought up to. If you say something stupid on the internet, you have the ability to fucking delete it. Only becomes a problem if your judgment is questioned or people just don't disagree with you. There's a difference between constructive criticism and someone just bashing you. And this is where the fine line, I think, is crossed in a lot of these communities, is someone says something that they consider as constructive criticism and the other fucking person is just so fucking full of themselves that they start fucking crying like, oh my god, he's bullying me. No, he's not. This is all about perception. This is one of those things where people will probably look at you like you're a fucking moron because you're crying for attention. And this is one of the things that I think lead to a lot of disputes and things like this, because you're trying to play the victim card in a lot of the scenarios, because you have, once again, the small penis. It all comes down to penis size. It's absolutely amazing. You know, there'll be age-old arguments. Just, it's all about the penis. Oh, always. So, guys, if you took anything from this video, there is probably some sarcasm in here. I'll let you guys try to figure that out, where it's buried. To those of you that are real, actual adults, and not females dressed as FBI agents, as like the 4% of my audience that is watching this video, you got me. Just kidding, guys. So, yeah, guys, what do you think about communities and drama? It's pretty much a scientific fact at this point that most people enjoy drama. You know, you can't really dispute that fact. And if they say they don't like drama, they're probably just having a shitty day because they might have a small penis. Or there's just some shit going down. You know, I've honest experiences though. Like, if I'm having a shitty day and I'm reading about someone else's shitty day, sometimes it makes me feel better about my shitty day. Sometimes it makes me feel worse about my shitty day. It's one of those things. And before we end this video here, haha, water. I do want to make the point, once again though, that every person in life, you, me, your parents on the opposite side of the room, your girlfriend that's laying on the bed telling you to close out of this fucking video, the people on the opposite side of the LOL team, if you're fucking playing that game for some reason, all of these people, new or old, we're all human, and it's very important to remember these things. Ethics and philosophy were my favorite classes in college, and I really like talking about these styles of things. It's very important that people see the scientific sides of these communities. But always remember, guys, it's all about the bigger penis. Oh, nope, that's a small penis. It's all about the bigger penis. Remember that, guys. So, that's all. And to those of you that are still here at this stage in the video, no. Too many relationships with girls have made me fucking... Guys, some days women just get to you. Life is a pain. Always remember that. Alright guys, peace. That's not all, folks. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please check out my Cardfight Vanguard channel, VanCole40. You guys will get an insight on our playtesting sessions. And please check out the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. That way you guys can follow the House of Champions and MCole40 interactions. Please check out MCole Games for all of your guys' trading card game needs. And if you guys enjoyed this content, please check out my Patreon in the description. Every bit helps to the creation of these videos. One step at a time in improvement, and that's the goal of this channel. Alright guys, have a good time, and thanks for watching.